Hey there, history buffs. Welcome back to another deep dive into the intricate and often perplexing world of international relations. Today, let's dive into the complex and often tumultuous relationship between Iran and Israel. This is a story filled with historical twists, ideological battles, and geopolitical maneuvers that have shaped the modern Middle East. First, a quick history lesson to set the stage for our discussion. Israel was founded in 1948, following a United Nations plan to partition Palestine. This led to the First Arab-Israeli War, a conflict that set the tone for decades of regional tension. Fast forward to 1979, when Iran underwent a massive transformation with the Islamic Revolution. The revolution overthrew the Shah, who had been a close ally of the West, and established an Islamic Republic under Ayatollah Khomeini. Now, you might wonder, how did these two countries, which aren't even neighbors, become such fierce adversaries? The answer lies in a mix of historical alliances, ideological shifts, and strategic interests. Back in the 1950s and 60s, Iran and Israel actually had fairly friendly relations. They both saw common enemies in the Arab nationalists, and this mutual interest led to cooperation in various fields, including military and intelligence. But everything changed after the Iranian Revolution. The new regime in Tehran adopted a staunchly anti-Israel stance, fundamentally altering the dynamics of the region. The new Iranian government labelled Israel as the Little Satan, a term that underscored its vehement opposition to the Jewish state. This marked the beginning of a long-standing enmity. So what was the fallout of this dramatic shift in Iran's policy? Iran began supporting groups like Hezbollah in Lebanon and Hamas in Gaza, organizations that vehemently oppose Israel. This support included financial aid, military training, and weapons supplies. Meanwhile, Israel started viewing Iran as its principal threat in the region, especially as Iran pursued nuclear capabilities. The prospect of a nuclear-armed Iran became a central concern for Israeli security. Let's fast forward to the 21st century, where the tension between these two nations has only escalated. The geopolitical landscape of the Middle East has been significantly influenced by their rivalry. Iran's influence has grown across the Middle East through proxy groups, while Israel has ramped up efforts to curtail Iranian power. This has led to a series of proxy wars and indirect confrontations. Remember the 2015 Iran nuclear deal? This agreement was aimed at curbing Iran's nuclear program in exchange for lifting economic sanctions. It was a significant moment in international diplomacy. Israel was one of its biggest critics, arguing it didn't go far enough to prevent Iran from developing nuclear weapons. Israeli leaders, particularly Prime Minister Netanyahu, were vocal in their opposition. Then came 2018, when the United States, a key ally of Israel, withdrew from the nuclear agreement. This decision, made by President Trump, led to even more instability and heightened tensions in the region. Since then, we've seen numerous cyber attacks, military skirmishes, and political maneuvering between the two nations. These actions have further complicated an already volatile situation. Now, you might ask, where do things stand today? The relationship between Iran and Israel remains fraught with tension and uncertainty. Both countries continue to engage in a shadow war. This includes covert operations, espionage, and cyber warfare, all aimed at undermining each other's strategic interests. Iran keeps supporting its proxies, while Israel conducts covert operations to sabotage Iranian interests. This ongoing conflict has created a precarious balance of power in the region. Just recently, there have been incidents involving drone attacks and assassinations of key figures. These actions are part of a broader strategy to weaken each other's influence and capabilities. Why does this matter? The Iran-Israel conflict isn't just a regional issue, it has global implications. The stability of the Middle East affects international oil prices, global security, and the geopolitics of major powers like the US, Russia, and China. Their rivalry influences the policies and actions of these global powers, making the Iran-Israel conflict a significant factor in international relations. In summary, the relationship between Iran and Israel is a complex web of historical events, ideological battles, and geopolitical chess moves. Understanding this relationship is crucial for grasping the broader dynamics of the Middle East. It's a story still unfolding, with new chapters being written as we speak. The future of this conflict remains uncertain, but its impact will undoubtedly continue to shape the region and the world. So, there you have it, a quick dive into one of the most perplexing rivalries in modern history. This is a conflict that has evolved over decades and continues to influence global politics. If you found this fascinating, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more deep dives into the stories that shape our world. Thanks for watching. Stay curious and keep exploring the intricate tapestry of our global history.